Hi Alexis, thank you so much for the opportunity to prepare this short informational video showing you how you can increase your online presence, bring in a new customer base, and reach new revenue targets. So I'm going to jump right into it. The first thing I did was take a look at your website and look at your service areas. The only one you're ranking for, you've got them all listed here, Los Altos, Mountain View, and many other Bay Area cities. I searched all of them, and the only one you're ranking for is Campbell, and that's likely because of the name of your website, campbellplumber.org. So we want to the idea is to get you ranking in all of these areas. So I just took the first one here, Los Altos, and let's head over to Google and I'll show you how to get your website ranking. So the first thing we're going to do is put in a keyword search that anybody would put in when they're looking for services, plumber, Los Altos, California. At the top, you're going to find the companies that are running Google Ads. Below that, you'll find the Google Map. And just underneath that is what is called the Google Map Pack. This is where you want your website ranking for all of your various service areas. Beneath the Map Pack is what's called the organic listings. Ideally, your website is showing up here in the map pack and here below on page 1. And the reason is that anybody in this map pack is pulling about 40% of the online traffic, and the rest sort of gets divided between whoever is listed here on page 1. Not many people go to page 2 for Google. So there are 3 things that Google looks at when ranking a website. The first is content. So let's take a look at your website. For content, Google wants to see at least 1,500 words on your homepage, and I think you guys absolutely have that. So that's good. Let's come back to the Google listing, and we're just going to pull this guy right here in the number 1 spot and use him as what we'll call your competition for the purposes of this video. So let's take a look at their website and their front page. I think you guys absolutely have him beat in content, and that's good, because what you want to do is you want to beat your competition in all 3 of these areas that we're going to go over that Google is looking for to rank your website. So content, you're good. The second item that Google looks for is relative keywords, and that would be sort of like the example I showed you. It's what people are searching for, plumber, Los Altos. So let's take a look. I put your website address into my database here to see how many keywords you're ranking for. And you guys are only ranking for 10. Let's pull them up and take a look. So the first 2 are your name, which Google does not use to rank. The second is plumber, Campbell, California, which has a search volume of 70 per month. But you guys are coming in at position 23, so that puts you at about page 3, maybe even 4 on Google. The next is plumbing, Campbell, California. That has a search volume of 50 per month, but again, you're in position 30, so you're too far back in Google. Campbell Plumbing has a search volume of 200 per month, and you guys are coming in at 46. So these are high search volume keywords, but you're not ranking very highly in them, and that's because you're not using them enough in your content. So you are in position 2, but again, for CMS Plumbing Campbell, but again, that contains your name, so it's not helping too much. Plumbing Gallery Campbell, that has a really low search volume of only 20, and you're in position 19. So while you do have some pretty decent keywords here, most of them you're not using enough, which is why you're not showing up on page 1 of Google. Let's take a look at the competitor's keywords. He's got 16. So right off the bat, you want to add more keywords and you want to beat his 16 here. But let's take a look and see what he's ranking for. So obviously his name doesn't count. He's got plumber, Mountain View, search volume of 200 per month. He's in position 16, so he's not doing great for that one. But he is ranking for it. Plumber Mountain View CA, he's in position number 2 on Google for that. So you can see that they can do all the various locations. Plumber Los Altos, he has actually quite a few. He's mostly focused on Mountain View. However, he's pulling all of the traffic from Los Altos because you don't have any keywords that are related to a different location other than Campbell. You've got some pretty easy competition here to beat that you could absolutely blow out of the water if you had some proper SEO done on your website. So let's go take a look at the third thing that Google looks for, and that would be called backlinks and citations. So backlinks and citations are essentially any referral back to your website from a trusted source. So they can be things like online directory listings, referrals, blog posts, reviews, social media, anything of that nature. And what those do is they drive your UR rating, which is your trust rating with Google, and your domain rating, or your DR, which is your power or strength. And you want these numbers to be as high as possible. As you can see, yours are very low. So right now you've only got 29 backlinks coming from 10 referring domains. And what this is the most important part right here is where your backlinks are coming from. And what they're looking for, what Google is looking for, is a trusted source. So it's quality over quantity here. Let's take a look at the competition and see where they're at. So they have 35 backlinks coming from 9 referring domains, which you haven't beat in the referring domains, but again, it's quality over quantity, so they might have you beat there. Because as you can tell, their DR rating is also very small, but more than yours. You had a 0, they have a 1.1, and their UR rating is also high. So you can see the bar is fairly low to take the ranking in this area, and that might be the case in several of these cities in the Silicon Valley there. So let's take a look and see what their referring domains are. So they're listed on Social My Town. This one right here is probably essentially junk. Contractor calls, Easy Local, Local Database, Yahoo, and Yellow Pages. So the only things I don't see in here that I would typically advise would be the Chamber of Commerce, the Better Business Bureau, very trusted sites for either of the location. Let's take a look at what your referring domains are. So you guys are on Discover Our Town, Process Register, Biz Community, California List, the Plumber Hub. Again, you don't have Yellow Pages, Yahoo, Chamber of Commerce, Better Business Bureau. All of those are trusted resources and will greatly improve your DR and UR rating. So all of these three things, the content, the keywords embedded in that content, and then managing and processing backlinks and citations, these are all referred to as SEO, or search engine optimization. If you guys are interested in increasing your online presence and driving some new business to you for the various service areas that you provide service to, I'd be happy to go over how to get started on that. It seems like you have some pretty easy competition, and you could really take the market here if you were interested. Again, thank you so much for your time, and I really appreciate the opportunity to prepare this video for you. Thank you.